in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. That play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. CD, look at this clock and scoreboard. We're less than a minute into this game, and they've already made 2 trips to the end zone.
So that means that someone's confidence is absolutely soaring right now. There's almost no slowing them down. On the flip side, now you've got to get together. You've got to talk to each other. Make sure you stay tight, stay focused as a team. Yeah, it's a quick blitz, but you can get back in this game if you don't let it get away.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage.
Man, them niggas stupid, man.
Here we go. 50, plant. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
You blue, bro.
I'm blue.
On first down.
Oh, shit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Double.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha.
Dang. I got
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Go straight up, Muhammad Anderson Croft.
Hey, exit.
Go deep, Muhammad Anderson Croft.
Ready.
Off play action.
I can't, man. God damn, I ran him on the smart. Bro, look.
Getting him once again.
I ran him on a
sack of the afternoon.
On block. He's supposed to block, man. Why the hell they still fake the handoff?
This first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
We're going to put some motherfuckers on zone, bro. These bitches got
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 44, Jackson buying time to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Y'all didn't pick that incomplete. Y'all didn't see it.
The coverage here too strong on the deep ball.
I need who playing line? Who playing the line?
I'm gonna need some help with this one.
Somebody need to get that motherfucker
wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit, and somehow incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
I know where you want to go.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I wish you had a good, strong
out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, Peterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Elam able to put this one through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, Zoo! Use the mic.
Second and 11. That is incomplete.
Yeah, you had him there.
Jeffrey,
Hey, that linebacker dropped back so fast, man.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But over the second quarter, a lot of time to chip. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left.
Whoa!
Throw left side complete. That's Holt.
And he's got
another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35.
Man, I thought you passed that line. I admit, damn, bro.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he gets it complete to Harris. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Adrian Peterson as good as they come, but here he can't get the first. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Man, something hungry. Fuck.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. And he's loose again. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Call timeout, Chop. Call timeout, Chop. Call timeout, Chop.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
49, check 49, check 49. What's the Mike, yes. Mike 5-4. Watch the slide. Hey, high 7. Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert going to look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Aaron Donald, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
That time right here.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Hey, I smacked the shit out of him.
Ken Houston.
Look,
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Pats at the line,
look where he is. Look where he is.
For likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows?
That shit wasn't laying
the ball for this one, though.
That's it for the first.
Hey, they dropped back into a zone on this side.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
He ain't got no arms to even throw.
Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
64, win. Bring it. Mike,
what the fuck, bro?
Mike 5-4. They can't hang with us. Switch.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
They won't let me do this, fool.
Pick it up. Check 37. Shoot.
I'm passing.
Topper.
Dude, I can't do shit, man. Why? Fuck it, man.
Right there. 54. Protein spell.
Man, what the fuck going? Look.
Rush in.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I like the design of that play,
shall I say, the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson.
Get back in there.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
We're going to fight for that
nice job
motherfucker.
Defensively, a great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Listen, switch that line up.
There's Jackson on third and long. They'll roll him out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
But the thing is, I got to get it out, brother.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will score. Touchdown.
That was a pump fake to Muhammad's side. You know how you got to look away?
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down, it's Peterson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. They run again with Peterson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Dolphins will add onto their lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Why are you doing so slow?
He's going to fire this thing. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, check. Hey, Delta. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. There.
You deep in.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 43. Hey, lock it. Big grip.
On 4th down, Herbert.
What you doing, baby? What?
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
You had him so goddamn deep.
At the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. Anderson loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, Peterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Jackson, dancing to his left. Oh, he almost intercepted it.
That's 3 interceptions.
Forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Elam's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
March forward. March forward. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Teach. She finna go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Bang, 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 bang. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Shoot.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald. And that will force a turnover on down.
Watch how long it take him to throw.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
4th down, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now here's another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But he ain't doing it, man, right? You're going to have to be straight up. You're going to have to be a route. Yeah, you're going to have to be a route.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
We got 3, fellas.
Look at that. How we out-throw them, bro? We outplayed them on offense. We just, you know, them three kickoff return and them goddamn 4 fumbles. Give me some training point. There you go. Man, they can't keep doing it like that. You want to switch it up, Muhammad? Let me get deep. Chop, you ain't got no shit to upgrade, bro? Go get the Ultimate Team uniform, bro. The red and gold jump. You know what? What the other name? Yeah, Star Baker. Ah, that's you. That's you on off this time. That's you. Chop. Hey man, how can you change that shit though, Oh, okay. View line up, man. I see it. Nah, I'm trying to upgrade my lineup and shit. get the new uniforms on them bitches. The team visual. I think. No. Team strategy. You can go to. See, I got the light and dark. No, you don't. All you gotta do is go to shit. What you gotta go to? On that. Yeah. View line up, and go to your name thing, and it's gonna pop up into like the view depth chart and all that type of shit. You're gonna have to go over to team strategy. Once you go to strategy, the top two, light and dark, is the uniform. Dog,
I ain't got no meaning. I got to go and buy them from the thing, I think. Because I'm in team strategy. I light it up. You know, my wife.
Just click on Pre X, bro. Say Pre X. Damn, see, I got that and Green Bay. I got Green Bay uniforms and shit. Oh, it's all good. I'm finna upgrade that I can't upgrade my defense in here. I can just view them.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Three losses eliminated. 7-win playoff. Let's get one in, guys. We can get two. I know we can get two now.
I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put your numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist.
It's gonna be easy. You probably got an open pack that you ain't open up anyway. Some unopened pack.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Alright, y'all wanna go back to the party chat? I mean, we in game chat or party chat? What are we in?
Yeah, I ain't even in the pod. I went in the pod. I never shot an airball first though.
Damn, I might got time for one more, bro. So make sure I do my hair. What happened, man? Yeah, I gotta go wash my hair in a minute. That's why we in game chat couldn't keep kicking us out. I don't know what's wrong with the server, bro.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins.
All the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
I'm on ground.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll run with Allen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it.
Yeah, send him in motion. Send Brown in motion. Throw him out. Send Brown in motion to the right.
Now a carry for Allen. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Say.
Kills. I'm going straight up with Kills. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be at the side. I'm gonna be at the pace side.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 43. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
I got him. I'm on.
Word alert. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. You don't want that.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, let's get there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Watch the pass. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
I swear.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Mayfield again. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Everybody got Donald down there, man. 99, that's gay. Kills. Come on, Kills. Nope, I can't get him. I got him.
Check Mike 11.
First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On the draw, here's Allen. And an Allen to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Triangle swerve. Triangle swerve. Shit.
They go play action. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
See how we crossed that chop?
Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Jim. Switch.
Triangle.
Slam.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go, tighten up.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Wilson. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Chop,
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
head coach, you could call time.
Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hurry, hurry! Motion, motion.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 61 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes out.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Mayfield now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Mika Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
To throw, Mayfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
Check 55 to Mike. We got it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw on second and 6. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
I'm gonna get my hair done, bro. I'm gonna get up with y'all, man.